CBS didn't come with being 5,000 to get 10,000. The way they did their things was like investments, just something like this trading, forex, Bitcoin, all this stuff. So, and they were all over. The way they advertised themselves was looking so real. And I heard they have they have office, they have representatives.
I think everywhere. The best form of adverts. That's talk like word of mouth.
Well, I think from the beginning there are some Nigerians that benefited from it.
Of course.
But at the long run, some of them got stuck.
And the thing is, do you know how much they stole? Over $1 trillion naira.
Like seriously,
it is crazy.
I heard someone invested, was it 80-something million?
Hello.
There's no money in this country.
150.
It's too low. Like I mean, the if at all, the authorities need to do something about these people. They really need to do something about these people.
Speaking about the authorities, this morning I got an update that EFCC is giving hopes to CBX investors that they get their money back.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Let's
be hopeful.
Honestly, people,
that's their first attack. Whenever all this thing comes out, the next thing, the way government used to react and they will investigate, just give it 3 months before you know, they'll not into that. Because during the MMM, they were really on need that they investigate, come down, right? Because I have a family friend that did the MMM, and they just go to the police station, fill out your statement, all those kind of things, to make it so real that they investigate. They don't hear anything. So I'm not sure. Maybe they will do stuff.
I think the thing is, if the government is going to do anything about Ponzi scheme, cannot be stopped permanently. But if they are going to start something, an action towards at least cracking down on it a little bit, because it's too much. This is the time. This is the time, because we are in the information age, and it's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And knowing Nigerians, they'll keep on falling victim of things like this. So the government still has to crack down on it.
Most people will keep falling victims because they want quick cash.
Exactly. They maybe work
for. Honestly, anything that is too good to be true, it is that. It is just that.
Exactly.
Because I heard that they promise 100% ROI. No company that wants to make gain would promise you 100% ROI.
Just imagine.
Yes. In fact, they were saying that they will help you to invest your money. So they whenever the stock is going down, they will tell you when to remove it or divert it. So they make the plan look so and people were greedy. So what do you expect? They will just jump to it.
6 months. Another form of CBS is coming.
Exactly, another way.
Any company that promises you 100% ROI, from the little financial knowledge I have, is scam. The most a company will promise you is about 50%, and that is even much.
Wow.
That is much.
Okay.
Because they want to get their own profit from it. Even banks that give you
charity organization.
They don't probably the most they'll give you is like 30%.
But now, I've been meaning to ask these questions. These Ponzi schemes, who really give them the license to operate in Nigeria? Because outside Nigeria, like other countries, stuff like this, it hardly happens.
It happens.
They don't come in like
the way it happens in Nigeria. Who gives them the license?
There's actually one thing like you didn't understand it. Like they don't come in like want to come and rip you of your money. No, they come like a registered company with something. I think that they come like a trading platform. Forex is well known, so they're just under stores like that. So and that's why they were legalized.
They come in this guy.
Yes, so they come in this guy like we are just there to trade investment plan, because they put it under investment plan. There's actually one of this app forgotten that is under their investment plan. You can just go straight to the app and just go and invest there for CBEX or any other investment platform. Then CBEX is one of their
it's crazy. Honestly, so I sympathize with the victims, because a lot of people are crying. People are devastated. people are devastated.
Lost a whole lot of money.
Over $1 trillion naira.
This hardship.
$1 trillion naira.
It's not a small money.
No, so
if the government actually wants to crack down on these people because they came in somewhat legal ways.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they want to crack down, I think they have all the means to do this.
I mean, it was just even on Tuesday it's crashed that I heard about CBEX.
Wow.
It was like your circle is very clean if you're just hearing about CBEX. There's something happened in MMM.
Yeah.
I did not even know about it till I crashed.
Exactly.
Because I don't even involve myself in money doubling or whatever.
The thing is, I think I've gotten into one or two of these things, but after the second one that they did, I was like, if they like, they say 1 million ROI. I don't want. I'm very okay with 10% interest.
Hope it did not crash before you cash that.
But it didn't. There was one I did. I'm not gonna lie. There was one I did that I put in money and it crashed. Let's say it was gonna crash tomorrow. I got my money today.
Oh
wow! After that, I now did another one. That took my money. I didn't put more than I can lose.
Okay.
I think that's whatever investment it is, you know, there are high risk investment, there are low risk investment, and there are, medium risk investment.
Okay.
Regardless of it, whatever you're going to put into it should be something you can, you can
bear the risks.
You can bear.
Okay.
So it should not be that you put your whole life savings. Some people put their whole life savings on CBEX.
Yes.
They are done now.
Yes.
Where do they
That's risky.
Some people loan money and put on CBEX.
Loan. My house rent that she has been saving for the year to invest in this CBEX.
Oh my God!
Now your landlord will be crying.
Call you.
Why will landlord cry? Your landlord will choose your house.
That's another thing. Don't ever loan money and put into something.
Yeah,
make it from your savings but don't loan money and that's
all.
I mean, my heart is out for the people that
condolence, but at the same time, I hope
but
people will stop being greedy
from it. But knowing Nigerians, they're probably not gonna learn
at all.
Let's just hope those that want to learn will learn from this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's move away from that. Let's talk about the killings in the northern part of Nigeria, even in Benue also.
Exactly,
that of Boko was really, it really caught me in Plateau State. But I think I thought we were even done with that, and then I heard of that of Benue State. The question is, what are the federal government, the traditional leaders doing in order to curb this social menace? Because it's becoming alarming.
It is.
It's becoming alarming. People now sleep with one eyes open, one eyes closed. They no longer feel secure. In the remote areas, even in the urban area also, it's also a problem. So I don't know. I don't really know. Beatrice, what's your reaction on this northern killing?
I'm actually speechless because this is not the first time it's happening, and government has not really been putting enough effort into this matter. But right now, according to what I heard, they said they've reached out to some traditional rulers, and they decided to organize some group of committees that will be in charge of stuff like that. Then they dispatch some armed forces to those areas. But this is not the first time we are hearing stuff like that.
That's true.
What I would just suggest is if there is action, we love to see actions. Because the last killing too, they said they dispatched some armed forces they deployed some armed forces and all stuff like that. And before we know, we heard they killed some. Again. So even during those days of those armsmen, Boko Haram, stuff like that, we've not seen any significant thing
that the government has done.
So we just can just put in more effort.
The killing is not just today, because I'm looking at a newspaper now from 1994 to 2004, where the headline on the front page was "Plateau Killings Spread." So this is way back in 2004. So that means, what exactly is the government doing? because I am baffled at how a country that keeps on calling itself the giant of Africa cannot tame insecurity. And we have the forces. Are you talking about the Air Force? Part of what makes Nigeria so much of a big country is that the military is quite huge. We have it. We have water. We have the naval, the forces. We have the air forces. We have the armed forces, and we have police. Not to talk about the little
vigilantes.
Exactly.
In these remote areas.
So what are they doing exactly? I think the government doesn't just want to do something about this, because if they want to, they will.
Have stopped it.
Yes.
They have all the resources. I mean, in a year, every year we have budgets going out to things that are supposed to, make living in a country better. And the budgets they allocate to security is okay, is huge. So what part of this budget is going into actually curbing this menace that is disturbing the whole country? Because now is going to move from one part of Nigeria to another part.
Of course, it's going to spread.
How would Nigerians want to seek? Because today I saw something online where I think it was maybe like a foreigner that said, why are Africans leaving their own continent to go to another continent? Why not stay back and make it work?
The continent better.
Okay, you want to make it work, but are the people aligned with you?
Those in the helms of affairs.
Exactly.
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Are they trying to make it work?
Are they trying to make it work? Like, it is mind-boggling as to how we still have this issue in Nigeria.
Insecurity.
It is the number one.
It's becoming alarming.
They keep on, and the government keeps on going out and looking for investors that want to, invest in Nigeria. But how do you make your investors feel safe about their own products that they are coming to invest in here?
That's another issue.
So you battle that. I bet you this country will become a much more better place. A lot of people won't want to leave so much because you have more people, more companies coming here to invest.
Of course.
But it seems like for me, in my own opinion, I don't think the government cares. I just think they're just stringing us along.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't affect them directly.
Yes.
They can move around with their police, their security, and it doesn't seem like
go by road.
them.
So
Exactly.
they go by air, and their private jet is landing in front of their
house. The common man is suffering, and these are part of the issues. Insecurity is one, not to talk about food insecurity.
That's another issue on another level.
That's all. In a country that has all the resources, we are very agricultural based, and yet we still have
hungry. We are starving.
And the government allocates budget to things every year, but don't seem to be able to curb these issues. Where are these budgets, or where are this money? Where are the resources going into?
I think most of these resources are being siphoned, but they are being used for, personal stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, talking about food insecurity, what really baffles me is that even our local food is now expensive. Local rice, a meal of local rice
is more expensive than the foreign one.
I really don't know how far with Nigeria. I don't know where we're heading to.
Exactly. You won't blame people that just want to pack up and leave. Because it's not working. Nigerian government, they're just stringing Nigerians along. How long can they do this for? How long? Honestly, the government needs to start putting in more effort, because it's not. People are dying in Plateau now. Like, tomorrow you hear that another set of people have been killed.
Fresh attacks on a daily basis.
It is mind-boggling. Like, sometimes when you sit down and think about it, you're just like, no, Nigeria, no.
And then you hear some people say, "May Nigeria not happen to you." It's bad.
They should not pray that. Like,
it's very bad.
It is bad.
And sometimes, doing discussions, you will hear that they said some people in high places are even sponsoring those those killing stuff, you know, like supplying them with guns or organizing some coup that they can just use to. I'll be like, are you like those people in high places? They are now the one giving them those things. So like are they want the country to be so bad?
I think let's just move to happy hour.
No, it's a bit tense.
Let's try now a little. So let us go on a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll move on to winding down. Stay tuned.
Please, girls, let's be fast with our chores. It's almost time for Engendered. Girls, it's time for your favorite program, Engendered. Yeah, Mommy, we're coming right away. Sophia, turn off the gas. What are your fears as a woman? And what are your doubts as a lady? You think you're alone with those thoughts? Then welcome to Engendered, where we'll bring you discuss, interviews, previews, experiences, opinions, and issues relating to the female gender. This is Engendered.
Welcome back, esteemed viewers. If you're just joining us, well, you haven't missed a lot because we're about to go into, the fun part of the show today. The first part has to do with, serious issues, workers killing, CBEX and all that. But now we are winding down a little bit. Now, Bukola, let me ask you this question. The question here has to do with Lagos, but since we're in Abuja, what are the rules to survive in Abuja?
Okay.
Rule or rules? Anyone?
Yeah, rule or rules.
Okay.
I feel like it applies differently to females and males. As a female, okay, this one, general rule.
General rule first.
Yeah, for everybody. Money. Money and mobility. That's having a car. I think having a car in Abuja is very important.
With this fuel increment?
Yeah. The thing is, when we have fuel scarcity and all, it comes in like a moment. We have fuel scarcity and then we don't. You understand? Most of the time, for the greater part of it, we don't. We only have fuel scarcity for some time. You only see queue in some filling stations because they probably sell lower. So you can go to other filling stations that don't sell, as low as that, and still get your fuel from there.
So having money and your car is their necessities. Okay. All right. Beatrice, what's your rule or rules to survive in Abuja?
Let me add one to connections.
Very,
very important. You need to know someone that knows someone to know someone before you can do something. Very important. Because if you didn't know anybody, before you can achieve something, it will be quite difficult.
In Abuja?
Yes. Because everybody is dealing with connections.
Okay. Well, mine has to do with fake life. Fake life.
Of course, they do it a lot in Abuja. They do it a lot.
Before I moved to Abuja, when I was in Lagos, that was one thing I knew of Abuja, that they said it had a lot of fake life. People were fake.
Life.
I know they say people are fake in Lagos too, but Abuja is another level.
99.9%. So please, I want to survive in this city, Federal Capital Territory. abstain from living fake life. Just do you.
No, but you know it's that fake life that is making them.
You make it.
Exactly.
No, please don't fake it.
But you know in Abuja, the reason
in this country, don't fake it.
But if you ask them why are you faking, they'll tell you can't survive in Abuja if you are not faking it, because everybody wants to be big man or big woman. Everybody wants to be the big girl.
Please don't fake it. Just do you. Let's know what we are dealing with in Abuja. Thank you.
Honestly, I don't understand why people will fake it though. I mean, I understand, because sometimes faking it gives you like leverage to get to places.
And you go for the connection.
But the thing is, at the end of it all, you're lying to yourself if you don't have it. You're like you are literally lying to yourself. You're not lying to the person. The person that you're lying or you're telling, you have this, you have that, is not hurt.
Exactly.
You are the one that doesn't actually have those things. So how are you going to sleep at night? No, you don't have things that you say you have. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm saying I have like millions in my account. I'm going to see right now.
I
don't understand.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't work for
Let's
me.
take us to the next one.
Yeah. So, the federal government declares April 18th, 21st as public holidays for Easter celebration.
That's tomorrow and Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're happy. You're happy.
I know, but you didn't.
But actually, you're coming to work tomorrow. So, reduce your happiness. Reduce your happiness.
Yes. I mean, I know I'm coming to work, but it's Easter celebration, and you know how we used to celebrate Easter then. I mean, Nigeria's holiday atmosphere is no longer as it used to be.
Okay.
Imagine Easter of like 10 years or 15 years ago. People have started killing chicken. Like the atmosphere alone, you could feel it in the air.
I mean, you won't blame Nigerians now because, with the killings, seabeds of recent,
and the economic situation
alone. So everybody's just on the low key. Look, it happened during, I think, the Salah celebration too, even Christmas.
So
it was just on the low key.
The holiday environment, like the atmosphere is no longer as it used to be.
I think the most important thing is that this public holiday, use it to rest from work, rest from every other thing that is giving you stress as a Nigerian. Just rest, wind down a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Take ice cream too.
I mean, celebration don't need to be elaborate.
Exactly.
Just rest.
Yes, and I mean, basically,
Okay, we have one here. It says, a man sentenced to 4 years in prison for rejecting naira, but accepting dollars as legal tender. In a layman expression, now we do ourselves. Why do we reject naira?
Nigeria.
Because it doesn't have value yet.
Exactly. We keep on devaluing our money. Naira no longer has value. I remember one time online, people are like, 1,000 naira is the new 100 naira.
Of course.
You break 1,000 naira, because that's the word, break. Yeah,
break it.
Once you break it, it's gone. It's done. It's over. You now hear people saying, even 1 million naira. I remember then when 1 million naira used to be like
very big money.
Like
1 million naira, just remove 1,000 from
it's
it.
Done.
It has
even when you get to 1,000,
it has
the naira, you just remove 5 naira from it. Like just so you are done with the money.
Because when you go to the markets, you can't even. How much is a mudu of gari? A mudu of rice, you can't even get it for 1,000 naira.
Exactly.
It cannot. It doesn't even have value anymore. You can't even get something of is it 50 naira now? Nigeria money.
One pure water.
So to an extent, I won't even blame him because the dollars has more value than Nigeria, accepting it as a legal tender. But then, it is well.
It is well.
It will be fine.
But is the Nigerian, at least the situation is happening in Nigeria, so why will you accept dollar? Just make use of Nigerian money.
But that's the thing,
the transaction is happening in Nigeria. So.
We've paid, it's more,
he feels that the dollar has more value than the naira.
I know.
So no matter where you go, all over the world, the dollar has more, has more monetary value.
He would not have rejected it as a legal tender.
Exactly.
Currency has value. So you won't blame him.
You won't blame him, but at the same time, within the country, abide by the laws.
Exactly. So,
So one person, Mr. Lai Wasabi, he said, "I know that outbreak pain is painful. Okay, let me just say it the way you already he said it. So I know say heartbreak the pain, but you don't help ingrates before.
Oh my God.
Do you know that this that outrage is just going at it?
Ungrateful beings.
Ungrateful people are out there.
The level of that heartbreak is 99.9%. My goodness. Like, when you help people, let me just use this layman expression. When you die for some people, they will still tell you you did not die well. Hello.
That's it too.
I offer to help you out of my own benevolence. Just thank you. You're telling me, and you did not do this one. You did not do this one. I will thank you for the one I did.
The way we change is who asked you.
Yeah.
Ajayi.
Some people, so you know, the ones that make me go mad is the ones that you borrowed money when they need it.
Okay.
And then when it's now time to give them, maybe they are not acting and say, oh, give me. I say, is it because of
money? You're not stopping me.
If you could see like a thermometer beside me, my temperature is just going high because I am going mad.
So when I tell you that, how much is the money saved?
Yes.
And you are calling disturbing.
Is it because of? Is it because
when
of
I send it to you?
What is just ordinary?
Ordinary.
Oh.
But when you did not have it, it wasn't ordinary.
Exactly.
It's really it's bad.
No.
It's more than heartbreaking.
People need to learn to be
helping ingrates.
Yes, and some people if you want to, if you help them, maybe they need your help. That time they might be disturbing you, be kind to you, be nice to you, just for you to get the help. But immediately you've helped them,
they'll change.
They'll just zoom out.
They'll change.
You will not even say anything again. Come on, thank you for the help. You will not be here.
And people like that, I don't let them.
Next time they reach out to you, is when they need your help again.
You cannot. I give it back to you, and I give it back to, like, I'm going to tell you that you will never see anybody that will help you with this type of character again.
And this is the reason why some people are finding it difficult to help others.
Yes.
Because when you help, they don't appreciate.
They don't.
Exactly.
They even go to the extent of complaining that you did not do this, you did not do well.
They even go behind your back
if
and
you are
talk
someone
bad about
like
you
that,
again.
if you are an ingrate, please desist from such behavior. When someone helps you, the least you can do is to be grateful, even if it's just thank you and God bless you. So don't murmur, don't complain, because if you had that thing, you won't ask that person for that particular favor. So let's stop this, ingrate attitude. Please, this is from this is bad.
Some people, they don't care. They just want to be just that ungrateful. And some people have no reason for being ungrateful.
So you mean some people are just naturally ungrateful?
Yes, they are just naturally that. They have no reason. I mean, there are some instances where someone does you a favor, and I will say that there are slim instances where you can be ungrateful.
Okay.
There are instances that call for that ingrate situation.
Okay.
But
I don't think so.
Yeah, because
as long as you are offering help.
Okay,
there shouldn't be instances of
give us an insight. Give us an insight.
Okay, for instance, I do something for someone, and then I'm now breathing down on their necks. Oh, I've done this for you. I've done this for you. I've done this for you.
Okay, like a constant reminder.
Exactly. That grates on people's nerves as well. Because I did this for you. I did this for you. Yes, you did it for me. I'm thankful.
But you already thankful.
No, but
like you've done the first part of being thankful.
But it does push people to a point where they're like, okay, you did it for me. What happened?
It's okay.
It's okay. And then, at that point, you are now termed as an ingrate.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that.
Do you understand? There are situations where people that help push people to be ingrates. But then, so as helpers and people that are helping, as helpers and helpees, just try to be, demure about it. Exactly. You've helped somebody, it's cool, it's fine, move on. If they decide to be ingrate, either let them have it or keep quiet.
Okay.
And in this life, we all need each other. So there's no way you can grow that you don't
an
need
island.
Exactly.
We need one another.
So I help you, you help me. So we both help each other. So just learn to say thank you.
If life was going to go like that,
helping,
then to be easier to be in this life.
Let's talk about this helping. When it comes to friendship, where we have what is called friendship benefit of
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits.
Yeah.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
To
So we can only be friends if we are benefiting from each other.
But there are some situations, relationships that you, as long as you are both aware, it's transactional. It's okay. As long as you are both aware.
Some friendship
friendship is about.
No, but
that's some friendship like that. For example, if you're in a business friendship, it's just for benefits.
So it depends the types of friendship.
Yes.
So if you are both aware, you are both aware, both partners or the partners in the relationship are aware that it is just based on this, then it's okay. It's only hurtful when one person is not aware and
when
preying
it's
on
one-sided.
that
All right, let's move to the next social media trend. Now, this is a kind of a question of which I'm going to reply with a question. Let me read it first. It's that you are offered $1 billion, but you can never help anyone, your family members or friends, with the money. Would you take the deal? My question is, why will you even give me money that I can't help my friends and family members with? What kind of money is that? Exactly. Is the money legit?
That's selfish.
Is it legit? I don't want it.
That's all.
Something is fishy.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, it's just you have all these hypothetical situations where it will never actually happen, except for, watch our movies, our home videos.
It does happen. For real.
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah.
It does.
But the thing is money like that is, like you said, is fishy. It's coming from, why can I not help somebody?
It just meant
what
for
sort
me
of
to
condition
spend.
is that? I mean, ever since I've, known money to be, a term of value and stuff like that. I've always, if I'm going to have money, what's the essence of having money? If you cannot help people around you, most especially your family, your friends, you just be spending, you not be shining alone. Why?
I haven't caught that deal.
Exactly.
No, I can't. I love my family so much.
Okay, family first.
But there are some people that maybe the family has done something wrong to them, and they're just like, no, I will chop the money.
Sometimes family is beyond that. Even if your family is not quite nice to you, or if people are not in good terms, you can just be, sending to them from afar. Be good to them from afar. That does not mean family. You're just doing your personality. You get. It's just like if you have a kind personality, if you're a generous person. So if your family is not that nice or okay, or they get, but you just do your own. Just because they are parts of your family, because you are blood. No,
there's some people there's some family members that they are just like, if I have the opportunity to leave this vicinity where people are, that's it. I'm done. You never hear from me.
That is it. It just depends the kind of
family you have. There are just some family members that you see, they sever, they cut off that connection. You just have to, because if not, they become a burden in your life. They become a burden. Most especially, there are some issues that you can resolve within family, and you're like, okay, let's talk. Why are you doing like this? But if this person has refused to listen, so cut it off.
You let them go.
That's it.
You let them go.
Cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think this coming from somebody, I think it's quite okay. Let me just say it. Feminism convinced women they could have it all. Now they are 40, independent, and crying in a very nice empty apartment.
Is it their empty apartment?
Exactly.
Even though what?
What's your take on this?
Actually, there's extents to feminism, and it depends on the way you see feminism. That's it. So according to this trend, you don't have to be, if you're a feminist, I know this person is against feminism. That's what the trend is all about. But let's talk generally as a woman. I think before you reach 40, you should have something doing, even without marriage or a good relationship that gives you joy. It's not everybody that will get married. That's just
I think I have someone that also believes in that with me.
Yeah, so it's not everybody that will get married. And that does not mean that the person is not having joy or the person is not happy. So, and marriage does not mean you'll be happy. Because marriage does not define your happiness.
Okay.
So it might be like, for example, like in Edo, you went for surrogacy. Child divine our happiness. Then she looks for another way to get it. And it's not true marriage. You got my point. So it's just the way you see feminism and the way where you choose your happiness from.
I think the issue with this feminism is that so many women are having a kind of misconception.
Exactly.
They don't understand this feminism. They're taking it the wrong way.
Modern day woke feminism. I think that is what this person
is talking
because
about.
This feminism, to me, that she's talking about, that's making women feel like they have to take on masculine traits and be, yes, as a woman, do what makes you happy, successful. If you want to get married, but don't, because what the modern day woke feminism is maybe pushing as a narrative is that as a woman you don't need a man. Yes,
that is
if you feel like you don't need a man, that's okay for you, but define it in your own self as a woman, not just because of the narratives that are being pushed out there. Do you understand? Okay, you don't need a man, you can be whatever. Yes, you can be whatever you want, but at the end of it, then when they are done, then gotten to a point, they will not start crying.
In fact, it's those people that used to end up as a side chick, second wife, you know, stuff like that, because later on they realize that they need them.
Feminism in itself, explain.
Feminism to me, I think, is doing what works for you, not letting anyone trample on your rights. You get not anyone telling you this is what you are to do, not letting anyone suppress you. You get have a voice of your own.
Exactly.
My feminism doesn't mean you should talk down on any man, or you should look down on any man, or you shouldn't marry, or you should just like do everything by yourself without having a male support. Just do you. Don't let anyone suppress you. Voice out when it's necessary. You mustn't take on, like you said, the trait of a man. No, that's not feminism. That's where people are getting it wrong. And this person now is saying that now you are 40, you are independent, you are crying in a very nice empty apartment. Why will I cry in a nice empty apartment?
But that's the thing. When
it's okay, maybe the person is not enjoying.
If that's your definition of what happiness is, of course you're not going to cry. But if you are someone that you actually want a male partner, you want someone that, you know, a male support, your husband or a boyfriend or whatever. You want
the person
that.
should have think feminism that way.
But feminism, I don't understand what the woke, you know, modern day feminism is pushing. Women should go for what women want.
Exactly.
But you as a woman have to define what you want. Every woman
not what the society wants you to want. That is where they're getting it wrong.
Like that's what feminism is about. Develop your own powers. Every woman has whatever they want in life. There are some women that, you know, in their own mind, that are traditional. Just I don't want to work. I don't want to be, you know, an independent boss lady. I want to have a husband provide for me. And that's their right.
And they're happy.
They're happy.
They're okay with it.
You know, they want to train up children, good children, you know, that will turn into right thinking adults in the society, and that's what they want. Would you say, as a feminist now, or feminism, oh, she's not a feminist, or that's not what we want?
Yes, mostly you said those ladies are being suppressed by men.
But it should not be so. I mean, the modern day work for me, like, it's really an issue for me, because I'm like, what are you pushing? Why are women not knowing that feminism is just all about discovering what you as a woman can do, your power, individually, and not, yes, collectively, yes, there is that. But individually, the most, I think that's the most important.
And I think the only solution to this misconception is, you know, giving we women reorientation on what feminism entails. We need to be reorientated. If not, we will continue with this, what do you call it, modern day modern woke feminism. It's becoming rampant, so we need to be reorientated.
And of course, people that go online, that say something else and do something else are also menace.
They are misleading
in this society.
But there's nothing you can do about those online people.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do because they will keep on doing it. And because the world has become more socially inclined with social media and globalization and everything, people are listening to these people more. They are damaging things without knowing they are even doing it.
Exactly, and people are not really facing the reality at all. They are not facing the reality.
So they're just following social media reality.
So if especially if you're an influencer and she's making it big, you see, I'm big on my own. I have my money, I have my own car, I have my own dollar. I don't have a man. I don't like myself. No, am I not living fine? Yeah. So do you need a man to do that? No.
And you don't know what the person is doing behind the scenes.
Exactly. You don't know. Maybe they are the sugar baby or the.
After watching what's on social media, you come back and face reality. It hits you back.
I feel like
this orientation start with mindset.
We should pack it up. I feel like this modern day work
feminism, right? Should be a topic on its own.
Because it is a menace that is really causing a lot of
especially
harm
this generation.
Exactly, in this
the Gen Zs.
Yeah, and we have come to the end of the show. Very interesting episode today. But in like a few words, what can you say to women out there or to people out there? Anything about anything at all today?
Okay, in general, what I would love to say is be kind to yourself. You got it. Don't worry. Life is just in seasons and in time. So whatever you are facing, you'll be fine.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. So we've come to the end of the show at this hour. I will leave you with this. Be true to yourself. You are you, regardless of whoever says whatever. Know yourself. And as she said, be kind to yourself. I am Bukola Ogunboje.
Not everything on social media is meant to be followed. Just like we discussed today, social media trends. You can watch whatever it is on the social media space, but when you come to reality, do what works for you. Trust me, it's really going to help you in life. Till we come your way again, I am Confidence Ruben.